Oshman along with Ron Henthorn, our executive producer and engineer Todd Elvig, also along for the ride today, young junior at Glacier Peak High School, Jack Wygant. Ron, how are you?
Good, Scott. Good. Glad to have you out here at college baseball now. We're looking at really like major league stuff out here, buddy.
It is fun. It is fun. The North Division, again, getting to do some NWAC stuff. We brought you basketball in the biggest conference the biggest league I've ever seen in my life, these guys. So Douglas and Shoreline coming in today. Douglas, the Royals up from Vancouver area, 8-11 overall, 5-5 in conference. Shoreline, the Finns, 4-6. 12-14. Yesterday, Ron, doubleheader up at Douglas. What happened?
Well, they split the games up there. The Royals took the first game 2-0 with their ace pitcher on the mound out there, and they came back in the second game and had a rough go of it, but got it tied up and went into 11 innings, and ended up with the inevitable bad thing happening in baseball. Walked in the winning run to lose that game, and they don't like to talk about that. That was history, they said, so let's play today's game.
No one likes that. On the mound for the Finns today, one of their aces, Bennett, Mr. Bennett, a 3.56 ERA, 10 strikeouts. He's pitched 30 1/3 innings coming in, has a 4-1 record coming in on the mound for the Finns. And we will see in their half of the inning for Douglas Royals, it's Jamie Whitehead. But up to bat for Douglas, starting him off the leadoff, Sasaki, the center fielder. 291 hitter. And we're ready for college baseball.
Good college baseball, and that first pitch is in there for a ball, and these kids are throwing up in the 80-mile-an-hour range, Scott. This is like next to Major League, if not as good as some Major League. Yeah, somewhere in the 86s, and that's not even a slow changeup in Major.
And that's a called strike by our home umpire, Mike Hatfield. And the count now 1-1 here to Sasaki. Bennett. Swing and a miss for Sasaki. 1-2. Sasaki has 10 strikeouts coming in as their leadoff hitter today. The 1-2. That's up the right field, should be no problem, but bobbled by the first baseman, Jackman, and Sasaki is safe on first on an error, and that'll
E3.
Think that'll be charged to Jackman, E3.
Yeah, I would charge it that way. I think he was surprised that it wasn't in his glove when he looked in there for it.
I think so. I think he didn't look down. So nobody out here, top of the first. And that'll bring up Bollinger. A lot of great French-Canadian names here. The left fielder. 1 on, nobody out.
So a small ball play.
A little bunt. Bennett goes over to first for 1, but Sasaki easily gets to second. And a nice execution there, Ron, by Bollinger.
Perfect. Perfect sacrifice bunt.
And that'll bring up number 19, Mr. Jackman. Is that right?
Yeah, like
okay.
Mitchell.
I think so. I think perhaps I was incorrect on the first baseman for Shoreline.
Yeah, Mitchell Jackman at the plate here.
So 1 out, 1 ball. That was a ball.
That was a no pitch.
It's a no pitch. So who? Again, that's Wade on first base for the Finns. That was who was charged the error. Swing, and that's popped up high. Could have a play, but it's going to go into the net. Okay, out of play.
Into the net, out of play.
So 1-1 now to Jackman.
I like how they kick the dirt even though there's no dirt.
There's black little rubber pedals they like to kick. That's why some of the white down there doesn't look as white as the rest of it.
So here's the 1-1 pitch. That's high. Ball 2. Jackman coming in, hitting .360, has 6 walks, 4 RBIs on the season. Stocky fella, number 19, coming in. These guys, again, doubleheader yesterday, doubleheader today. This is the first of 2 games here on STSPN.
Yeah, they've come all the way down from Vancouver, so they got a game yesterday, go to bed, get up, and take the bus back down here. They get down here early. They're probably down here about 10 o'clock this morning.
1 on now. He goes to try pick off Sasaki, and he's in there safe, no problem.
I always like to see him keeping the runners close on the base out there.
McInnes there, the shortstop. Penny Legion here at second base. And 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. That's laced in. No, a great catch by McInnes. And that'll hold Sasaki.
On second, yeah.
Outstanding play there.
I thought that was going to drop down. It was just curving down low, and he just got that right off the top of the grass. Looked good in replay if we had one.
It would. We do have replay, in fact.
Well, today we're going to run replay?
I don't know if we are, but nonetheless, brings up Mr. McDonald hitting not a lot of at-bats. That's a strike. So 2 down here. McDonald, the third baseman, 7 RBIs, hitting a .148 right now. Right-hander sits in the call. Now he spins around, tries to get Sasaki on second.
That was a lot closer that time.
That was.
That was within a handshake of tag out.
Top of the first here, no score. Sasaki on second, 2 out. Sasaki reached on an error. And then a bunt by Bollinger sent him to second, as that's, what was that, a strike?
He got him for 1 strike, yeah. Well, I think it's more than that.
No, I think it's 0-1 here. I think the 0-1.
I think it's 2-1. That's what I think.
That one's high. We'll debate that, Ron. We'll see here in a second.
I think, yeah. We'll see if Mike will stick his hands up for us here, and we'll find out shortly.
Top of 1, 2 outs, 1 on. McDonald up to bat. The pitch from Bennett. That's smoked over, but McInnes there.
Yeah.
Nothing getting by the shortstop, Dre McInnes, and that will end the inning. And no runs, no hits, and 1 error and 1 left on. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Northwest Conference Athletic Baseball here on STSPN. Back here at Meridian Field, Scott Oshner along with Ron Henthorn, executive producer and engineer Todd Elvig, also Jack Wygon along for the ride here. And now we will see the bottom half. First, the Shoreline, the Finns here. Up is McInnes, who had some brilliant plays in the infield here. No score. Here's the pitch from Whitehead, and that's ball one. A little bit, Ron, about Whitehead. Comes in a 1.50 ERA.
Oh, that's pretty darn good. 24
innings pitched. The 1-0, that's hit
good.
Hard to left field back, though. Easily caught. Bollinger there for the out. So one away here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up Zanin, and Zanin is the stud of this Finns ball club so far.
Big hitter.
Whitehead, he goes in for a little bunt. Whitehead jokes down. I don't know if he's going to get him. No, and he misses it.
And didn't catch it over there, but he wouldn't have been in time anyway.
Jackman there couldn't get the handle, pulled him off the bag, and Zanin is on, and he gets a hit.
Well, the big hitter gets a bunt hit.
Yeah,
surprise everybody.
That's right, a bunt hit. He did surprise. He hits .453 average, Zanin is, and we'll talk more about him, the center fielder. And he's got, look out, he's got 9 stolen bases, only been caught once. Up to bat now is Firth, as they're going to keep him as Whitehead goes over to Jackman, making sure he's going to stay put.
Not going to give him any room to run over there and let him know he's there.
Number 31 here, Mr. Firth, he hits .271 on the season. Whitehead, the right-hander, has to look over out of the stretch. That's a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes for Firth. Looking over. Line down, it's going to stay fair. Goes to Jackman for 1, over to second. He's safe as Zanin. Over to to Lawrence. So 2 down now for the inning. Firth lines out. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Wolf. Zanin on second. First one looks in, a ball from Whitehead.
You know, looking out here at the Douglas Royals, they're in these white uniforms, and talking to the coach before the game, he said there's our 7-year-old uniforms. They haven't worn these uniforms for 7 years.
That's a strike. I heard that. That's crazy.
But doesn't look like they got too many holes in them.
No, they don't. They don't. Look, you can tell in the catcher though. Rose, look, his pants look like he just got them yesterday out of the cleaners, and the top looked like it's from 1970 something.
Yeah, I think probably new pants, old shirt, right? Old jersey. So
Wolf pops that one out of play as a foul ball. So now the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 away, bottom of the first. Zanin on second.
Sure, I'd like to get a hit here because that might score a run if it's a good enough one.
Absolutely. Zanin with some speed. The big right-hander, Jamie Whitehead, looks in. The 1-2, and that hits Wolf, so he will go to first base. A free pass. And Whitehead here now in a little bit of trouble with 2 outs. That's going to bring up second baseman Peter Pennylegion, a .274 batter from the left side.
Finn's got a little action going here with 2 outs, huh?
Whitehead looks in. The battery arose the catcher. Swings at the first. That's foul left side. Quickly 0-1. So Zanin on second. Wolf hit by a pitch on first. 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch from Whitehead. He smacks that foul quickly in the hole. 0-2 is Penny Legion. The Finns trying again. They're about, this is game 25, I think, of 39. And the top 4 in the playoffs, they end their season May 10th. So this is kind of the dog days of summer, Ron, for them.
It is, trying to close things in here and get into those playoffs with a good position. So
Penny Legion now fights off that. Now he's got to protect the plate, Ron, and still 0-2, and Whitehead battling. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the first, no score.
Tough position to be in for a batter here. You can't let anything close go by, so he's got to be swinging at almost everything in that area. And that inside.
And that's a
called.
strike.
Yeah, that's the one you
3
don't.
called Whitehead. Penny Legion caught looking, and that will retire the side.
Wow.
So, after 1 frame, we've got no runs on 1 hit for them. No errors, and 2 left on as we head to the top of the second.
Good scoring.
Back here, Scott Oshman, Ron Henthorn, a little on Community College Finns entertaining here the Douglas Royals from Vancouver, Canada. Up to bat here is Bouchard, the DH, and he looks at a strike from Bennett. Top of the second. Glad you're with us. No score. Bennett goes, and Bouchard's right over to Firth. Firth hits it in time to Wade, no problem. And that retires Mr. Bouchard. (5-3), and that'll bring up Lawrence, the second baseman now. .077 batting average, but I just don't think he's had a lot of cracks. He fouls that one away. Quickly 0-1.
Brad Bennett working pretty quick here against the Royals here today, not taking too much time.
Bennett, one of their best pitchers coming in.
There's a long
And he
fly.
gets a hold of that fly right ball back to the fence, and he's got it.
Wow.
Wolf right there, but he took him to the 348 out there in right.
That's
Lawrence.
Cody Wolf under that.
Yeah.
Kind of almost an over-the-shoulder catch in a way, going back. Looked good.
2 away now here, a very quick top. Here's Rabaza, and that's high. Right fielder Rabaza, excuse me, Lawrence was hitting 246. My apologies to Mr. Lawrence. As that's low outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Rabaza.
Jacob Rabaza batting in the number 7 slot here for the Royals today. There's a fly ball going to drop low in center, or left center, I think.
That he'll drop in for a base hit as Ballwig comes up and gets it in. So a base hit.
It's kind of hung up over the top of the shortstop out there.
That's right. So 1 on, 2 out here, top of the second. Bennett cruising so far. That brings up Yee, the shortstop. Here's the pitch. Strike right down the center. .220 hitter for the shortstop Yee. Now he looks in. The pitch, the runner goes, and the throw is
a little bit late.
Late, not in time. Benson now had a good hit on him, but Rabaza gets to second with a stolen base. Count still saying 0-2.
Yeah.
So 1 on, 2 out. Top of the second, the pitch. It's foul ball. Stays alive, does Yee. Beautiful day out here. The weather has been absolutely gorgeous.
It's going to be a 70-degree day out here in this Seattle area.
Slight breeze coming in from left field. Bennett here now in the stretch. 2 out, the 0-2 pitch. And that's low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Yee. Home umpire Mike Hatfield. Field umpire Sam calls that Hickenbottom.
Hickbottom.
Hickbottom, okay. That comes in. That's
2 balls.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Thank you, Ron, for bailing me out there.
We're good. Big pitch right here. This is something you can't let go by.
2-2. Benson sets up outside. The Bennett pitch. And he's swinging a miss.
He didn't let it go by, but he didn't even get close to it.
So Bennett gets out of the inning. And as we head to the bottom of the second, still no score. But there's 1 hit on no runs and no errors and 1 left on. You're listening to Northwest Athletic Baseball on STSPN. All right, we're back, ready here for the bottom of the second. Left fielder Ballwig hitting .250 on the year. Whitehead's first pitch is high, ball 1. Got a call coming into our STSPN studios right now. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Oh, it looks to bunt, but instead he'll get a strike, 1-1. Whitehead, a good first inning as that pitch is high. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Ballwig. Not quite the minimum in the first, Ron, but Whitehead looking sharp so far here today in the first game.
Looking good. That goes up and over into the net.
Into the net, foul.
That one didn't go up and over the net.
No, it went smack right in the net.
Earlier, there's one went up and kind of blew back and is hanging up there in the net. So they keep looking up there thinking it might fall on them, but I don't think it's going to come down for a while.
Right above your screen is a big net here on the ceiling kind of. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that's fouled again. He's just a little bit late missing that ball. Looks like Whitehead's trying to hit him high in the zone. Ballwig, the left fielder. Again, the 2-2 pitch. That's laced right into center field for a base hit.
Nice hit right down the middle, right over the top of the pitcher.
So Ballwig, a leadoff single here to start things here in the bottom of the second inning. No score. That'll bring up Arneson, the designated hitter today, hitting .301 on the year.
Jordan Gandy.
Oh.
The designated hitter, right?
Arneson is hitting right after Ballwig for Shoreline.
I got him wrong? I got it wrong.
And the first strike there, and the wind coming in, you could probably hear through our microphones. 81 mile an hour fastball, and that one's outside. The runner goes. The throw not in time. Ballwig easily a stand-up steal. Aros, they had the call out there. So 1-1 the count here to our Arneson. Ballwig on a stolen base is at second. Nobody out. Bottom of the second. The 1-1 pitch. Whitehead gets that over to the first baseman. He'll tag for one, but on the play, Ballwig heads to third base easily. Jackman, the first baseman, able to get that. One away here in the second. Arneson retired.
Okay, I'm up with you now. Brady Benson at the plate.
It is.
Shoreline.
The catcher. Batting .207 on the year. Ballwig on third, 1 out, and he hits a strike.
Good scoring opportunity here for Shoreline with that nice little hit. Could get a score in.
No score so far through.
There it is.
And there it is, right back to Whitehead. He holds the runner at third and hits over to Jackman for the out. Heady play by Whitehead.
Well done.
And Benson is out 1-3.
Two outs with Dylan Wade showing up here.
That's right, the 9th hitter finally. First baseman Wade. First one a strike. Whitehead now trying to find the rhythm. 2 outs quickly. Had Shoreline in some trouble there. That's low.
You got a
0-1.
You got a batting percentage for Wade on your sheet?
You know, I'm looking for it. I'll see if Jack can get that for us.
That's
go up. That screams up. That's going to be a RBI.
Definitely.
For Wade as Bellwig comes in, and we crack the seal here at Meridian Park. Shoreline scores one on a nice smoker right up the center run.
Yes, right down hard on the ground, right past Whitehead out there. He doesn't even get a chance to get a look at it.
Decent fielding hitter, but again with 2 outs, Ballwig comes all the way around to score. And that'll bring up the top of the order again, McInnes. That pitch in there for a ball. 1-0 the count. last time, flied out to left field. Whitehead looks, delivers. It's a strike on the outside corner.
Well, we got a little angle on that, and I would have sworn that was off the corner, but
Yeah, it looked.
It was based on where he caught the ball, but it must have just barely spun it. This angle, tough to spot.
2 outs, 1 on now. The 1-1. That's hit over to McDonald. McDonald tries to go over to Jackman. Does Jackman get there? He does in time. Just in time. Bobbled a little bit. But he retires there, 5-3. But not before the Finns. They cross 1 over the plate. Let's see, 1 hit. One hit or 2 hits? 1 hit, I think. No errors.
2 hits.
2 hits. No errors, and 1 left on. We'll get our stuff together here and get to.
We're good. We're all good.
We're all good. Okay. Gorgeous Sunday afternoon here. Scott Oshman, Ron Henthorn, Todd Elvig with you. The Douglas Royals coming from up north in Canada. Bennett here working on a doozy. No score yet for the Royals. 1-0 here. And there's a bunt laid down by Rose. Benson comes over. Does he get him?
He does.
He got him. What a flamethrower right over to Wade for the out. Great play there by the catcher, Benson.
Yes, he did. Benson did a fine job on that one.
1 away here in the top of the 3rd. That'll bring up the top of the order, Sasaki. Looks low. Sasaki reached on an error in the 1st. Second pitch, low. I look at 2 balls, no strikes here, right?
That's what it looks like right now, yep.
Nice to have, we were just talking, nice to have a scoreboard for us at STSPN doing high school baseball. Sometimes we don't have a scoreboard, we don't have much.
No, and sometimes it's not right, but.
2-0 pitch, that one finds the corner, a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sasaki again, 6 RBIs, 10 strikeouts the year. Smacks that one now. Second baseman gets over to first, no problem. Penny Legion to Wade, 4-3 for the out. 2 down here, top of the 3rd. Bollinger, the left fielder, comes up for Douglas. Again, 20 at bats, not very many, but he's hitting .450. And that first pitch is a little bit high, ball 1. Had a sac bunt in the 1st. And here's the 1-0 pitch. That one just nubs it and fouls it.
Off the plate, off his leg, and into the catcher's glove.
Noticing, looking through, Ron, not a lot of home runs in this league. Again, I think after last night, the Finns only have 6 home runs so far in the season.
Yeah, and they did get a home run on the second game yesterday, but we didn't catch who that was. So, but long way out there. It's 325 to the corners and 380 out in center there.
That one
390
inside, a little high there. So 2 balls, 1 strike now on Bollinger. Yeah, it is. It is tough. And you look at a lot of doubles, a lot of hits, obviously. Some pretty decent ERAs, though. Fouls that one away off the first base or third base side. So 2-2 now to Bollinger. 2 outs.
Lots of twos, right?
Nobody on. As Bennett looks in, trying to get through 3. Strike 3, outside corner, and Hatfield rings him up. A strikeout for Bennett. His second today, and as we head to the bottom of the 3, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We'll be back right after this. Fins baseball on STSPN. Bottom of the 3rd right now. Zanin up. 1-0 lead for the Fins. Jamie Whitehead only giving up 1 run. That's it outside. And Zanin had a bunt hit, kind of caught everybody by surprise. His first time up today. The big slugger hitting .453. 1 ball, no strike. The 1-0 pitch from Whitehead. He smacks that right to McDonald. He has trouble with it high, and he's safe at first. Jackman had to come off the bag, and so Zanin reaches safely for the second time, 2 for 2.
I give him a hit on that.
I do too. That was a screamer down to McDonald. He did everything he could. Got Jack Wygant along for the ride today in baseball. Again, Jack, how many pitches here is Whitehead up to?
Whitehead's throwing 32 pitches right now.
32 pitches in less than 3 innings, so he's got a good count going there as he throws over to first. These guys will probably run up into the 75 or 80 pitches at least, I think. Big game for the Mariners last night. They won. You probably, if you're a baseball fan.
Oh, my goodness. Thank goodness.
Felix throwing like 100 pitches.
Zanin goes, and Firth smokes it to off the fence. Up with it is Rabanza. Rabanza comes into second, and what are they? Oh, they called a home run.
He is.
They called it a home run. Oh, my goodness. Firth with a 2-run shot as he looks for the big smile as he comes in. Wow, and all of a sudden here in the 3rd, it hit the top of the fence. Now the manager for Douglas, Whit Kavanaugh, comes out and wants to have a discussion.
Yeah. He thinks it hit the top of the white. I thought it hit the blue from here. We'd have to see it on replay to tell, but
if it hits the top of the white, and now Hatfield will come out. Sam Hickbottom, and Mike Hatfield are umpires here today.
I know Mike standing back here behind the plate was looking at the runners coming in, and he was just putting his hands up like he was trying to stop the things, but I don't think he was calling a home run at that point until Sam kind of did the whirligig out there behind second base saying it was over. So he's saying it was. They both agree they're going to let it be.
And we have a vantage point. I looked down. We have a pole. I couldn't quite see exactly and couldn't pull my binoculars up fast enough, but
yeah. It's hard to tell whether he hit the white or hit the blue, but it was right up there at that near that 348 mark, and a good long ball for sure. But a home run and 2 runs in, which should be like 3 runs in here for Shoreline.
And now Shoreline, did they kick the, what happened there? Did somebody get tossed? Jack, can you see down there?
I cannot. The Douglas manager was.
Yeah, there, and that is.
Is that the coach?
I think Whit Kavanaugh there is going to have a early break here for this first game. Is now they're going to try and get this thing in control.
See if we can hear what he says out there. I can't. He's facing the other way.
Travis Fox, the manager for Shoreline. As Whitehead, the pitcher there, he was kind of in a good groove through 2.5 there, Ron, but
yeah, he only given up 1 run at that point.
No.
That. Not that he wasn't in trouble. That was a 2-on and probably would have scored on that, but we won't know because it's history now as long as they called that a home run.
Should bring up Wolf here, the right fielder. He was hit by a pitch in the first. Now all the paperwork getting done, Ron, in the umpires.
Yep.
As Travis is out. So Jack Wygant here with us. Jack, again, understandably, you're a basketball player here at Glacier Peak High School, but not a big baseball fan coming up and growing up. But you were mentioning when we paused the audio there that this isn't too bad.
Yeah, I'm not typically a big baseball fan. MLB is not my thing, but this college baseball, I could get used to this.
Good to have you along. A junior. And Whitehead now back very high as charging McDonald, the third baseman, was coming in down the line here.
This is Cody Wolf, the right fielder up for Shoreline here after all that debacle, and he grounds to third.
McDonald, easy throw over to Jackman and 1 away here at the top of the third inning, or bottom of the third. So Wolf is out 5-3. And we had a little excitement there with a home run.
A controversial home run
by Firth.
By the same token, it was a home run finally ruled. So end up scoring 2 runs out of that. 2 RBIs for Firth.
Penny Legion up. He looks at a ball. Peters struck out his first time up in Whitehead. This time a high fly ball. Sasaki looks at it. He'll run in right in the heart of the center field, and that is the second out of this third inning. Ballwig will come up now, the left fielder.
Here's some of his teammates hollering, "Let's go, Sam," over there. He takes that first pitch.
That's high. Again, Ballwig scored in the second, Ron. As he looks in, that's a nice pitch strike right there.
He did. He had a nice hit out, just got down the middle towards center field. So came around and scored, made the first run for Shoreline there. As he looks at this one.
That's high. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Sam Ballwig. Again, a .250 hitter, the left fielder today. Whitehead comes in. This one, that's going to make it through the hole. The left side, a good, strong single there for Ballwig. So he's aboard. And that'll bring up number 8, designated hitter Artisan.
Jorgen Arneson.
Jorgen Arneson. It's a 2 out, 1 on for Whitehead. That's low and inside, ball 1. Arneson looks in. Whitehead goes over to first, a diving Ballwig. Jorgen Arneson.
It's an M, isn't it? R-E-R-N?
No, Arneson.
Arneson, yeah, okay.
Whitehead, he's going to go over again, make sure that he stays over there. So still 1-0 count. Here's the pitch now. That's high. 2 balls, no strikes to Mr. Arneson. Bottom of the 3rd. 2 outs. Shoreline up 3-0 on a 2-run home run. As that pitch in there right inside corner for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. The count now to Arneson. Ballwig on first. Jamie again, a 1.50 ERA coming in, 24 innings pitched, and here's the pitch, and that's down the line right to Jackman, and he steps on the bag for out number 3.
Nice fielding down there by Jackman on that play. Hard hit ball.
Really was. Did everything he had to do. But 2 runs come across, Ron, here in the bottom of the 3 on 2 hits. No errors and 1 left as we head to the top of 4. Northwest Athletic Conference Baseball on STSPN. Top of 4 here. Jackman up, the first baseman for the Douglas Royals, a 360 hitter. Again, 4 RBIs in the season. Bennett, first pitch right over to McInnes, over to first to Wade for the out. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 out. Here the top of the 4th. Douglas trying to get something going. First of a doubleheader here on STSPN.
Pretty efficient for Brad out there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Can't beat that.
And McDonald up to bat, and he looks at a strike. McDonald flied out, or excuse me, just ground out to short first time up. Here's the second pitch here. That's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike now the count to McDonald.
Yeah, actually, you've got to remember that wasn't really a ground out. That was a second fly out back
Oh, that's
there
right, to McInnes. I actually had F6 in here. But
yeah, Jackman and McDonald both flew. I had line drives right to shortstop. There's a grounder down to third.
Screamer right down to first. And he gets it over in time to retire McDonald. Wade getting a lot of work over there at first today, Ron.
Yeah, he is getting a lot of work.
So 5-3, 2 down now here in the top of the 4th. You're absolutely right. That first inning, McInnes, the shortstop, made 2 brilliant plays. That brings up Bouchard, the DH, and he looks at a strike.
Yeah, it's good, exciting baseball out here. There's nothing like college baseball here in this conference. This is great stuff.
It is. It is fantastic. Again, hitting 80 miles an hour as Bennett goes high for that one.
The NWAC conference.
The NWAC, absolutely. The basketball was a very high level we watched this winter.
Yeah.
So happy to bring you Shoreline Community College sports on STSPN. The 1-1 pitch here getting ready to rock. Bennett high, fastball. That had to have some smoke.
That was up in the upper 80s, I can tell you from just looking at that one. That was...
You know, we just saw this movie, $1 Million Arm. Have you seen that movie, Ron? $1 Million Arm?
Have not, yeah.
Oh, it's so great. And Orkin is in there. Here's the 1-1 pitch, low and outside. And that is going to call a strike.
That's that corner that's hard to tell from here.
It really is.
Yeah.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Nobody on here, the top of the 4th, but Alan Arkin, the old great, that's smoked into right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Chasing is Rabaza.
Going in for doubles.
Turning for 2 is Bouchard, and safely a stand-up double for Bouchard with 2 outs. Showing some life here for the Royals. So nice piece of hitting there, 2-2 pitch, clears it into right field. And that'll bring up Lawrence with 2 outs.
Taylor Lawrence wearing number 17 in the old Royals uniform here.
Second baseman, 246, swing and a miss. So they get the kids from India in this movie, and Alan Arkin sitting there. He's got dark sunglasses and a hat, and he looks like he's sleeping.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, he throws the ball and he's sleeping. He says, how are you you can't see anything if you can't open your eyes. He says, I can hear it. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's a ground ball right over to the second baseman, Penny Legion. He gets it nicely to Wade, and that's out number 3. So he says, what do you mean you can hear it? He says, I can hear it. So the kid says, throw it again. So he throws it. They got the gun on him before they even go to show how many miles per hour. Orkin goes, that's 72. And sure enough, they look over the gun, 72 miles an hour.
Well, you can hear the speed of the ball. That's pretty good. I think that's crazy. So wrap that up there. We had, no runs?
We had no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and one left. So we have been through 4. We'll head to 5th right after this. Ron, who's been doing baseball longer than I've been sitting here.
Not much longer.
How long that I've been driving, I don't know. A long time. Was right at. We aren't in the 5th. We're still in the bottom of the 4th.
We are in the bottom of the 4th as Brady Benson steps in there and fouls that one off right back into the screen right in front of us there.
Brady doing a good job, the catcher here for Shoreline. And Whitehead still in the game, the 0-1 pitch. That one laced over a diving. McDonald gets up, gets it over. Does he get it in time? He does. What a play by McDonald.
Good effort to get that ball knocked down and get back up there.
1 away here in the bottom of the 4th.
Number 9 hitter here, Dylan or Dylan? Which way do you Dylan, probably?
Dylan Wade.
Dylan Wade, yeah.
I want to remind everybody that's watching that it'll be reposted in high def.
And here's the pitch outside for a ball. Wade got up in the second, had a base hit. And he fouls that one away. Quickly 1-1. Want to make sure everybody knows they will repost this game in full high definition. Lots of ways. You can go to STSPN, go to the YouTube channel, go to Shoreline Community College, Shoreline Athletics, their YouTube channel. The 1-1 pitch is a little high. 2 balls, 1 strike for Wade. 1 out, 1 on. Benson on first. Whitehead pitch low. No, he calls that a strike. That looked low to me.
I know.
What do I know? It is a hard angle. You're absolutely right, Ron. You've sat here for many more times.
It's tough when you're a little bit offline.
1-2. He digs deep at right to
2.
second baseman Lawrence for the second out. Hard hit ball right at the second baseman.
Top of the lineup, Dre McInnes stepping in there for Shoreline.
McInnes, he's been busy. Whitehead pitches a ball. McInnes flied out to left and then had a hard grounder. 5-3 out in the second. Swing and a miss. Evens the count 1-1 here to McInnes. Shoreline up 3-0.
Oh, there's another one to
Boom. The hot corner, McDonald.
Whoa!
Oh, way high over to Jackman.
Wow. Big error there on that throw. That's a little unusual. He's been handling that ball really well over there.
He really has. That's an E5 on McDonald. Been so steady. And he made a spectacular play diving to his left, got up and threw Benson out.
Got a little adrenaline flowing on that one. Thought he was going to get the easy out. He had plenty of time, yeah.
And center fielder,
Jake
Mr. Zanin, Jake Zanin up. The pitch, that's a strike.
Well, last inning with 2 outs, Shoreline came in and got a couple of hits and a home run and scored a couple of runs. Let's see what they can do with 2 outs on this inning, bottom of 4 here.
Zanin again, 2 for 2 already today. Bunt hit in the first and a hit in the third. That one up the middle, diving. Second baseman can't handle it. Lawrence I thought he had a shot at it. Would have been a tough pitch there to Yee covering.
Yeah, it would have been an easy tag at second if he just handled it. I don't know whether you could give him an error on that or not. I got kind of blocked out by
I think that's a hit.
Yeah. All right.
But I don't know.
We're going to give him a hit.
I'm new here.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, McInnes now on second. Zanin on first. 2 outs. And all of a sudden the Finns got something going here. And it's low and inside to Mr. Firth.
Brent First got that home run last time.
Yes,
Scott,
he did.
He's back in the catbird seat here again. He's looking for number 2 here.
Whitehead, the 1-0 pitch. That's a high fly ball. Sasaki comes in and he gets a little underhand catch. And they get out of trouble. But not before, threatening there, Ron.
Yeah, they threatened. They got a hit.
They did get a hit. So no runs on 1 hit and no errors, we decided, right, with 2 left.
No, we got an error on the third baseman.
Oh, we do have you're right, E5, because that's how he got on. All right. Now we get to go to the top of the 5, right?
Now we can go to the top of 5. Before we do that, Scott.
Yes.
If I was going to college somewhere, or even any high school team anywhere, maybe, but a good college team somewhere, and I wanted to get my team broadcast like this, what would I have to do?
It's unbelievably easy.
It is.
It's crazy easy. If you have a little Google machine, anything around that can type, these smartphones nowadays are crazy. So all you got to do is this thing called email, and you email sports@stspn.com, and you say, hello, I would like to broadcast my team. How do I do that?
And we'll be all over it.
And Todd Elvig, the 5-tool player, will get you an email back, respond to you, and go to stspn.com. Again, email at sports@stspn.com if you want your team to play. It's incredibly easy.
And might even get you to call the play-by-play.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or maybe me.
It could be Ron, it could be me, it could be Keith Neely, it could be Steve Willits, it might be Jack Wygant. I don't know.
It could be. We got a good team of guys going here as we go to 5. Scott, pick it up here.
All right, Lawrence up to bat here for Douglas. Still time, only down 3 runs. And Bennett up there doing a nice job, as he's done most of the season. First pitch is a ball here to the right-hander. 1-0 pitch. That's a little high. That one had some mustard on it. Lawrence again, flied out.
Oh, this is Jacob,
right.
isn't it? Yeah, this is Jacob Rabazi, number 25 at the plate, I think. Right, 25. Yeah. Jacob Rabazi.
Oh, did I miss? I apologize then. Lawrence,
Well, we were doing all that promotion stuff we were talking about. I got you all confused there, Scott.
Now I'll have to check in what the heck Mr. Lawrence did last time. So
Rabazi got a hit in the second inning. So
regardless, 2-1. Oh. Firth can't get it, gets it over, not in time. He's safe. Rabaza is safe at first.
I'm going to give an error on that one. That should have been caught right in his glove.
You're tough, you know that?
Yeah, but I think that was the right thing. You drop it. It's in your glove. You can't drop it, man.
All right, the knees coming up. How about that?
I like that. 42 should be the number on his back.
The shortstop. Bennett here. 1 on. Now he has to throw out of the.
That's that pitch that we can't tell from here was a called strike.
That's right. Good strike there for Bennett. How many pitches do you have here, Jack?
He had 47 at the end of the 4th. So
he's close to 50 here. 50 pitches for Bennett. Throws over and tries to make sure Rabaza stays put. The 0-1 pitch coming.
That's going to maybe drop in there.
Could go left fielder. Ballwig goes in. Now he makes the catch, get Rabaza back at first. And 1 away here in the 5th.
I thought that was going to hang up a little bit, but it just dropped right into the left fielder out there. Almost that can of corn that I like to talk about sometimes.
That's right, the can of corn. Not quite. The wind kind of gusting in and out here. It just depends. So
we're getting a little wind here off the backside of our booth area here as it kind of whips around the corner.
Catcher arose in here. Sorry about Ron.
It's all right.
So Rabaza's on first, 1 out. Here comes Arose. Arose was out 2-3 on a great play by Bennett, or Benson, the catcher. 1 ball, no strikes. There you go. Now 1-1 the count.
Mike's batting in the number 9 slot here for the Royals.
Bennett looks in.
Oh.
Runner's going. Benson throws. It hits the runner as he's holding on to the bag with everything he's got.
That ball bounced straight up in the air. I'm not sure if it hit the runner, or they hit the bag, or what it hit, but it did go up in the air. They were looking for that ball.
So as they say behind us, Robo gets in the second base. Now runner in scoring position for Oros. Oros, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bennett now, the crowd gets quiet.
It's quiet.
Turns into a golf game here. That's hard hit ball right over to Firth. Firth doesn't go back. He gets to first baseman, Mr. Wade, and that's 2 away here in the top of the 5th inning.
Firth kind of slowed down that throw on that one. Didn't get in a big hurry there.
And we head back now here. Sasaki, number 2. And Sasaki again, he's been busy.
Shoma
inside, takes ball 1. So he reached on an error in the first, grounded out in the 3rd.
He's due for a hit right now.
Baza on 2nd, 2 out. That's high. He's ahead in the count, 2-0. For Sasaki.
Here, a few of the Douglas fans back here behind us, probably a couple dozen out here that made the trip down to watch this game.
Absolutely.
Beautiful Sunday day.
Spins and a tough throw there by Bennett. Going to McInnes there, covering 2nd. Straight up infield here. Oh, the parents here, they've watched a lot of baseball. The 2-0, and that's high, so.
By the time your son gets into college, you've watched a lot of baseball.
So Sasaki here, right where he wants him. Bennett.
This is a take all the way. What do you say?
I don't know if he's got the green light. We shall see. Whiteside looks over. From the stretch, the 3-0. He looks in and he takes it all the way. A strike, 3-1 now.
Pretty much every time they'll do that.
Talking about the doubleheader yesterday up at Douglas. They won 2-0 in a pitcher's duel. Here's the 3-1 count. Now it's full. Heck of a pitch there by Bennett.
Full.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Full house, full count, 2 outs. Nowhere to go. Runner on 2nd.
Oh, that.
Smokes it right, and it's fair.
It's fair, yep.
That's going to get Robaza around 3rd to score. Sasaki shooting for a triple.
He's going for it.
Wolf kind of comes in, and he's going to get in there. The leadoff guy there was cut off. And now he's going to come all the way around to score. What's going on? Now they're putting him back to 2nd base.
What? Maybe there was interference with the ball.
It must have bounced up again where our vantage point is. When it's down the right field line, we cannot really see what's going on. That's what I do mine in pencil. I get the eraser out. As Ron is erasing.
I'm erasing as well here. We'll put him back on 2nd.
But an RBI for Sasaki with a nice hard double down the right field line, and that'll score Robaza and
puts
the Royals on the board.
Yeah, that's going to pop up. Somebody's going to run into that, I think. It's
Bollinger.
Oh,
did they get it? He did.
He did it. Just barely. It lost his hat and caught the ball. Nice play out there by number 24.
That's Ballwig. Ballwig came in from left field to get the 3rd out. But if you're a Douglas Royals fan, you're on the board 1 run on, what do we got, 2 hits?
Basically just got
1
hit.
1 hit, that's right, just because he had the error. 1 hit.
And 1 error.
And 1 left.
Lots of ones there.
So, Douglas Royals 1, Shoreline Fins 3, as we head to the bottom of 5. Okay. Shoreline here. Trying to come back. Whitehead still in the game for Douglas, and
It should be Cody Wolf, I think. Yep, Cody Wolf, right fielder.
right fielder Wolf. And fouled that one away. Whitehead, here's the pitch. That's high. 1-1 now.
One and two, actually.
Is that what they have? 1-2. Ooh, just tips that. Fouls are right back where we are.
Yeah, I thought he was trying to hold up, it almost looked like.
Camera's still good?
Camera's good.
Camera's good.
Cody grounded out last time up in the third. He was hit by the pitch in the first.
Oh,
That's a strike 3 called.
caught looking there. That's a sin to get caught looking. Never like to have that happen to me.
I think that is on my book, Ron. Whitehead's second strikeout of the day. One away here in the bottom of the fifth inning. That's a strike called. Penny Legion up now.
I think you're right. Only 2 strikeouts. That's all I can spot as I look back at my score sheet here. That's going to hit right. Oh,
did it get it? No, it's safe.
Yeah.
Over to first.
Yep. Skip catch, but good enough to get the out.
Nice job by Yee there to stay with it. So Penny Legion's retired here, 6-3. 2 away now in the bottom of the fifth. 3-1 lead for Shoreline. That brings up Ballwig, the left fielder. And he smokes that one foul on the right side. Ballwig having a heck of a day.
He's got 2 hits each.
Yeah, he's
2 for 2, right?
2 for 2. One ball, 1 strike here to Ballwig. Hits that one down the right field side.
That is
Rabaza running, and
foul
it is
ball,
a foul
yeah.
ball.
He couldn't quite get to it. Dropped far up against the fence over there. Long strike.
Ballwig in the second had a nice, just a hit, and then a stolen base, came around and scored on the Wade hit.
Yeah, he was the first run in there for Shoreline in the second inning. So
These guys are getting some ABs today. The 1-2.
Oh, that looked close.
That did too. Inside though, ball. And he's even talking to Mr. Hatfield.
Yeah.
2-2 the count here. Whitehead.
Oh, that's going to be on the ground.
Oh, and it's bobbled and missed by McDonald. He can't get it. That's going to be an E5, and safe is Ballwig on first base with 2 outs.
So you were quick to give him the air on that one, right?
Well, don't you think?
It was a well hit ball, but not that hard. He should have got it. He kind of like slid into it instead of gloving it.
Again, easy for us. He had to dive to his left there. I mean, that wasn't an easy play.
Yeah, but it should have. I'll go with you.
Okay. So that brings up number 8. That's Arneson, the DH today. Again, a 300 hitter. At a
0 for 2.
0 for 2 so far today. Again, he keeps hitting it right over to first base. He's pulling the ball hard. Whitehead throws over, makes sure Ballwig stays. He did have a stolen base in the second inning. So 1 ball, no strikes here to Arneson. And that is a ball, 2-0.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Sam take off on this run, steal second here on this next pitch.
Arneson, a big kid, a little taller kid. Left-hander, 2-0 pitch. That's inside. 3-0 now.
Well, they won't run now, but he could have won that last one. I would have sent him.
2 outs, 1 on, bottom of the 5th. Shoreline up 3-1. Whitehead, the starting pitcher, still in there. The right-hander wheels and he gets a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Sam Ballwig on first. Winds up the 3-1. And it's a ball.
Yep.
Arneson was confident.
Yeah.
And that's the first base on balls. First walk today for Jamie Whitehead.
Yeah. In fact, I think the first walk for either.
I think so. I think that's the first walk exactly. So
When you said walk, I'm thinking, I haven't seen a walk yet.
yeah. Now you've been doing a lot of these games. Do you see a lot of walks or no? As Benson comes up to bat.
Not really. We did get one hit batter, but that wouldn't call that a walk. But yeah. But no, we don't see a lot of walks. These kids are pretty good at throwing the ball in there, and at this age and college players, they don't like to let anything go by. They want to swing at things. That's the way I played baseball. It's like, hey, if it's somewhere close to where I can get my bat on it, I want to swing at it. I want to hit it somewhere. I'm not going to sit here and try to get a walk. And the last thing I want to do is just stand there and get called on a strikeout, not swinging. In fact, I had to do laps if I was ever got struck out without swinging. So I didn't like that.
Catcher Grady Benson up here, 2 on, 2 out, and he looks at a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here as LaRose went out to Whitehead to have a little conversation as the wind picks up. That's low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Benson. Bottom of the 5th. The catcher looks. That's a strike.
That's that corner we liked.
It is. Evens the count at 2-2.
That must be a strike because every time I think it's not, he calls it a strike. So he's very consistent at calling that back there. So Mike's got his eye on that one. Oh, that's going to go by. That's going to
wild
advance.
Pitch. That'll advance the runners. So Ballwig heads to third and Arneson on second. On the wild pitch there, first of the day there for Whitehead. How many pitches do you think Whitehead's getting up there now?
If my numbers are correct, I think he's at 80 right now.
80, yeah, it's getting right up there.
3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Benson 0 for 2 today so far at the plate.
Whitehead like to get out of this inning right now.
Yes, he would. Still a very manageable deficit here, 3-1. Runners on second and third. The 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 on the outside corner, and Mike Hatfield with authority.
Just like I said, Scott, you don't like to sit up there and get that last called strike like that. Strike out looking, it's a sin, I think.
80-plus pitches Whitehead, and he pulls the trigger, his 3rd strikeout today for Whitehead. Gutty performance there in the bottom of the 5th. No runs on
no hits.
No hits based on ball and an 8. No hits, 1 error, and 2 left on. We go to the top of the 6th on STSPN. First baseman, Mr. Jackman coming up.
Mitchell Jackman.
Mitchell Jackman. Top of the 6th here. Again, the pitcher, Bennett, for Shoreline cruising here.
I got 0 for 2 for Jackman. Is that what you got?
Yep. Flied out and ground out. First pitch for Bennett is a ball. That one's in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jackman. 360 hitter, 4 RBIs on the season, 6 walks. Fouls that one off the left field line. Bats it around. Jack, what's the pitch count up for Bennett?
Bennett's at 66 right now.
He's getting up there pretty close too.
Yep.
So it should be in the 70s by the time he gets out of this inning if he stays all the way, unless he gets some quick 1-1 outs.
Bennett 4-1 on the year, 3.56 ERA coming in, having a good game. 1-2 pitch there is outside, so evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Top of the 6th. Now Bennett wants to take a pause. He got to
adjust his shirt.
Was that the barking dog that he was threw him off there, Jack, you think?
The barking dog. That sounds like a pub.
The barking frog is a good film. The 2-2 pitch to Jackman. Fouls it right back to the screen.
They could hit the camera just a little bit to the other side to tip it a little bit more straight.
That's right. You can see a bluebird day here.
Yeah,
Jackman staying alive 2-2.
He line our camera a little bit, did he?
Just a little bit. We were level at the start of the game. We're a little bit off now.
Oh,
Wind picking up here.
we'll get the technician to go fix that at the end of this inning.
2-2 pitch. Fouls it again. Jackman staying alive. Good at bat here for Mitchell Jackman.
Burning up a lot of pitches out there for Brad Bennett.
Sophomore, 6 foot. 2-2, and he just gets a little nick.
Yeah, that was like a sinker. I don't think I've seen him throw that sinker yet. That just kind of like dropped out of the zone there. He just barely got it.
Bennett trying to keep the Royals at bay here. The 2-2.
That was a hard
That
hit ball.
one's hit up, but that's going to get picked up. Penny Legion right over to Wade for the out. A good at bat. Got some pitches from Bennett there, but it ends up 4-3. An 0 for 3 so far for Mitchell Jackman. 1 away here, the top of the 6th. And that brings up McDonald. That's a strike. McDonald again, 0 for 2 today. And fouls that one off. Now he's in the hole 0-2, but manager, great guy, very nice to us, Ron, for Douglas. Whit Kavanaugh, he got tossed in.
He did get tossed.
He got tossed in the 3rd inning off a controversial Firth home run. The 0-2 pitch, that's outside. 1-2.
Yeah, that was a tough call out there, and I guess if it hits the white bar at the top, that's the same as a home run, and I think that's how they called it because it didn't go up in the screen over there.
325, yeah, down the right field line. That was right center almost at 348. Here's the 1-2, and he slices that foul down the 3rd base line. So, yeah, we couldn't see it quite. We were kind of obstructed, and there was a long discussion, and Kavanaugh lost.
He lost. He probably said something that we didn't want to hear.
1-2, McDonald. That one hangs up and easily gotten there by left fielder Ballwig for out number 2. So 2 down now, and that'll bring up
Jeff.
Designated hitter.
Jeff Bouchard?
Bouchard. 244 hitter. He struck out 14 times. He had a double in the 4th. Nice piece of hitting. He's walked 8 times this season. He looks at first ball 1.
What's his batting average you got?
244 is what I have.
That's decent batting average. I look at some of the pro batting average. I think these guys are batting like 112,
Yes.
197. I think that's not very good.
It's crazy. 1-0 now. It's going to go to 2-0 on Bouchard. We have Bouchard. I always like saying that.
Yeah, say it again.
How many times? Let's see if he gets a hit.
Jeff Bouchard.
Jeff Bouchard. A lot of the Douglas players here wearing the beards. Got the Ackley beard going for Mariners fans. There's a strike. 2-0. Now it's 2-1.
What the coach said? There's only got one kid that's not from Canada. You said that earlier.
Yeah, Australian. From
Australian.
Australia.
How do you find your way from Australia to a college in Canada? Interesting. Must know somebody there. There's a hard hit to third.
Hard hit right over to Firth. Firth gets it right in time. Nicely done. 5-3 right over to Mr. Wade. And Bennett, not much trouble here for Bennett. How many pitches?
80 after this one.
80 after that.
80 pitches. Yeah. All right. Well, that's no runs here, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. As we go to the bottom of 6. Shoreline Thin Baseball on STSPN. Back here, Meridian, Meridian. I knew I was going to get it eventually. Scott Oshman, Ron Henthorn, Todd Elvig.
Let you struggle with that one.
Whitehead still out there in the bottom of the 6th, and he leads it off with a strike to first baseman Wade.
Dylan
Wade smacks that one, but Bollinger comes up and gets the out. So Wade is retired.
Puts us back to the top of the lineup here. Dre McGinnis should be coming up, and looks like he is.
Reached on an error in the 4th. Flied out in the 1st and grounded out in the 2nd. Guinness, a 219 hitter, and here's Whitehead's pitch, and it's right in there for a strike. Good looking pitch. Whitehead still has plenty left in the tank. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss.
You know, that probably was closer than it looked because that's that outside corner, but I think it was clear off the end of the bat from the way I saw the swing on that, so it's a little bit maybe outside on that one. And he goes way outside on that one.
McInnes kind of lines up there inside, hugs the plate a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and that's way high and inside.
That was a fastball, kind of got away from him there.
1 out, 2-2 count here. Nobody on. The 2-2. Low. Takes it full. McInnes trying to work the count a little bit more. The 3-2 pitch. That's fouled away. Zanin on deck. 1 out here, bottom of the 6th. Shoreline up 3-1. Not a lot of scoring here today in this game. The 3-2 stays alive. Foul. Look out, cars below. I heard you guys the other day talking about your parking decisions.
Oh yeah, park away. There's a couple cars over there in danger, but nothing happening there. Not a lot of runs, Scott, but a lot of excitement in this game with home run and a lot of base stealing and good action out there.
Payoff pitch again. He drops in for a base hit right over Jackman's head. Couldn't get to it. And what a great AB for McInnes. Hung in there, 3-2.
Yeah, he took about a half a dozen or more pitches out of that time.
And young Jack Wygant having to get the calculator out to get our pitch count for Whitehead.
What do you got for Whitehead now, Jack?
He was 82 at the end of the 5th, so he's at 92 now.
92, yeah. Getting right up there.
Zanin looks at a strike. One on, 1 out. Bottom of 6th. Zanin 3 for 3 today. See if he can get another one.
Yeah.
Throws.
Whitehead liked to get this ball down low, ground ball to infield, try that double play. We haven't seen that double play yet today.
Haven't seen one.
That would be great for Douglas here. And, of course, Shoreline doesn't think that's what they want to see. And neither does Jacob want to see that.
Strike 2, and Jamie doing a great job ahead of Zanin now, 0-2.
Not going to be able to let anything good go by, so he's going to keep him probably down low and a little off the plate even, if anything.
Whitehead, and he reaches for it. He looks over. Whitehead tosses to first. Zanin's out at second, but meanwhile, McInnes heads down to second base. 2 out. The bottom of the 6th. What do you say, Ron?
That was kind of a slow bouncer back to the pitcher there. He didn't even look towards second, but had he looked to second, he wouldn't have had time to get it there anyway. So.
And Zanin's having a question here for our umpire, Mike Hatfield, as he hit and looked at that one, Ron. He kind of looked back. He was running down the first baseline. Not sure what he was saying. Now manager out. Travis Fox coming over.
Not sure what he was talking about, but he had to get something cleared up, I guess.
Regardless, 1-3 is the out on Zanin's. First time he's had to head back to the dugout today, Ron. He's not used to that.
No.
And here is Firth. Firth's had a huge day today.
Got a lot of action down there on third base.
And there's a timeout. We have somebody warming up in the bullpen there for Shoreline. We're not sure about anything in the Douglas bullpen. 1 ball, no strikes here to Firth. And Firth smacks that deep center field.
That's going to go for extra
chasing.
base.
That dumps in right before Sasaki could get it, and round comes McInnes. And an easy stand-up double for Firth, who had his Wheaties today. He is on fire.
Yeah, definitely. Home run and a double. 2 for 2. 2 for 4. That's like a 500 average on 2 for 4.
And now we're pausing and looking over at bullpens, and we're looking at substitutions. And here's where it gets fun, Ron.
Yeah. We're going to get a substitution somewhere in here. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I think the runner, we're going to bring, we're going to take Brent off the bases out there. And I got number 30. What was this?
We'll see here. We got a pinch runner here now, number 31, looks like.
No, it can't be 31.
No, 37, excuse me, 37. So, Firth, we'll see who comes in for him.
37's got to be Jordan Ridley.
Okay, Ridley. But meanwhile, up is Cody Wolf with 2 out and 1 on and 1 in. And looks at a strike. So 2 outs. The Finns get another one across on a great RBI again by Firth. 0-1, a swings and a miss there by Wolf. No balls, 2 strikes. Wolf struck out last time up in the 5th. Hit by a pitch in the 1st and grounded out in the 3rd. That's outside. 1-2 the count to Wolf. And Riley now the pinch hitter on second base for Firth. You're going to save him for the second game probably, Ron.
Probably. They only got to get 3 more outs to get out of this game with a nice lead here.
1-2 pitch, and he fouls that one back.
Shoreline with that 4-1 lead here. Doesn't want to really coast anything, but they start letting some other kids in the game here a little bit maybe this next inning.
Jamie Whitehead battled brilliantly in the 5th, getting out of a jam. He looks here, the 1-2 pitch, that's low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on here. 4-1 Shoreline lead. First year here for STSPN doing Shoreline Community College sports, doing baseball, did softball. The 2-2 pitch, that's a bouncer. Good job by the catcher, Oros, but he cannot get up in time and get over. And Riley, the pinch hitter for Firth, heads over down to 3rd. So
I think he had a chance at him, but it's a dangerous place to throw when you're behind like that, because if a bad throw scores a run, and it's the last thing you want to do is make a mistake. Especially you had 2 outs sitting here trying to get out of this inning.
So full count now, and he fouls that away. The right fielder, Wolf, battling up here.
Shook the camera.
Shook the camera. We like the little, don't watch this in 3D.
A little earthquake on the fence.
The 3-2. Outside, and he lets him go.
Oh, not a good sign here for Whitehead with that high pitch count going up.
So the second walk by Whitehead, second walk of the game, as you noted earlier in his other one, last inning, as Whitehead looks over. Rose looking up. Runners on the corner, 2 out. Bottom of the 6th, 4-1 lead, Whitehead. Out of the stretch, now he looks to the 3rd base and looks to first base.
I wonder if he's going to go ahead and run him here. They'll probably let him go if he does.
Penny Legion, the batter.
Yeah,
he looks at a strike, and he
did run.
He was a delayed steal.
Interesting.
And Wolf is safe at second base. That was an interesting play.
He did not. He ran like and then stopped. Like what am I doing out here? And they said, oh, I guess I'll keep going.
Yeah. It was like, the pitch had already been thrown, it looked like almost. It was a strike.
A good throw to second would have got him out.
I don't know that he saw it. And penalty agent, he pulls it over to the second baseman, and that will finally retire the side. He gets it to Jackman. Lawrence to Jackman. 4-3. But one more run comes across for the Finns. And they kept Whitehead out there quite a bit, Ron. One run on two hits, no errors, and 2 left on as we head to the top of 7.
3 outs for Shoreline here, and we can call this a wrap.
All right, we'll pause for a second, come back, and see how this one goes. All right, we're back. Bennett trying to go all the way here, the top of 7. He looks in. And that's a strike.
Should be Taylor Lawrence.
It should be Taylor Lawrence. I agree. 0-1 pitch. A chopper, but it's fouled on the right base, first base line there. 0-2 quickly on Taylor Lawrence. Oh, 2 pitch here. Bennett been spectacular so far, and that one's low and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Bennett gone all the way. Hasn't run into too much trouble today, Ron.
No, he hasn't. Been pretty persistent here, getting that ball inside there. Oh, timeout.
Taylor Lawrence again flied out in the first.
Bennett's got a nice 4-1 lead here in the top of 7, so he just needs to close this out.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Takes his time. Now the throw fouled off. Lawrence, a .246 hitter, second baseman today. 0 for 2 today, isn't that right, Ron, when you have him?
I got him 0 for 2. Fly out and the ground out in the second and the fourth. There's one.
That one, he smacks right the new third baseman, and Thies right over his head. Up with it is Ballwig to keep him at single. And a nice drive for Lawrence.
Went the other way, a little late behind it.
Yes, he did.
Got that, just flopped over the third baseman's head out there.
So now the Royals in business. Nobody out. Top of the 7th, 1 on. 3-run lead for Shoreline. Now we're looking at Robaza. Robo had last time up, he got on safely on an error.
That's one
that I gave Firth.
You gave him first. Hey, it was an error. It was a big high throw threw it over the first baseman's head.
1 ball, no strikes.
That's
That's
gonna drop
laced in right into center field. So Robo now,
2
as
hits.
the Douglas fans get something to cheer about.
Yeah, 2 hits back in a row as the coach is coming out here. I think we're going to either get a reliever or he's going to give a little conversation here with Bennett. So it's timeout, Scott.
So we'll step away just for a second. We'll see what happens here. Don't go away. 4-1, 2 on, nobody out for Douglas.
Are you keeping me up?
I'm almost sitting up. Okay, so the Douglas Royals again yesterday doubleheader. Royals win the first of this 4-game set, 2-0 on a pitcher's duel. Then Shoreline yesterday played at Douglas, comes back in 11 innings and a win 5-4. They walked in the winning run, and here is Yee, the shortstop. 2 on, nobody out. Pitch, and Mike Hatfield says that was just a little bit too outside. Ball 1. Matt Yee.
This is the tying run at the plate, by the way.
It is. The pitch smacks it up front.
That's going to get caught, I think.
Zanin chasing it, and he gets there. They catch up.
Oh, the throw to
Here
third.
comes
It's gonna
third.
get
He
there in
could
time.
be there.
And
He gets him.
And that does it.
What a catch, a double play. Zanin over to the new third baseman, Thies, and they get Robaza. Or Lawrence, excuse me. They get Lawrence. And the Finn fans like what they see, Ron. That was great.
That was a great throw. Perfect, right on the button, way in time.
Lawrence, though, tagged, but he kept looking slower and slower, so that's a double play.
First
2 out.
Double play the hard way. But
That's right, and brings up Aros, the catcher. He looks at a strike first call.
Talk about excitement. I like the excitement of this ball game today, Scott.
That was.
That's a lot of fun to watch baseball. Things happen. Stealing, getting caught, thrown out, bunting for a base hit,
Yeah,
home runs. Well, we had it all here so far.
we have had it all. This has been cool. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Aros, and time is called here by Hatfield. 2 out now here. 4-1 lead. Bennett trying to close the door. That's a strike. 1 and 2 now the count.
Douglas got 1 on, so
Robaza at first.
Still alive here.
1 ball, 2 strikes. He chops at that and is foul on the third baseline, staying alive. 1 and 2. Robaza on first. He tagged up, but he went back as Zanin had that catch.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't watch that play. He could have been in second easily on that throw.
Lawrence, I don't know if Lawrence had a late tag run on that.
Oh, I know why he went back, because he was halfway to second.
Yeah.
He had to go back and tag up, and then by the time he got back to tag up, he couldn't make it there. So
Bennett 1-2. Here goes Robaza, and they're not even going to try, and he gets in safely at second on the pitch.
Indifferent steal.
Yes, is that what that called?
Indifference. That's what the big boys call it.
That's right. I call it a waltz into second base now.
A pirouette on the bag.
1-2 pitch here, though, to
And he let it go.
Aros, and he did. He watches Aros, and that'll be the ball game.
Wow.
The strikeout leaves Robaza on second base. Again, the third strikeout for Bennett. What a brilliant day for Bennett. He goes, I guess, 6.5. on how many pitches, Jack Wygant?
Bede finished with 96.
96 pitches. We'll pause just a second. We'll come right back and give you the happy numbers if you're a Shoreline Dolphin fan right after this on STSPN. So that was no runs.